dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome to my 500th video special here on YouTube. I have made it to 500 videos, guys. Wow, who would have thought, huh? That nerdy little dork who started his channel in 2015 and recording videos on an iPhone 5S in his parents' room, or the guest room, you know, it's, now I got my own pad, my own place, you know, and I've still kept doing YouTube for all this time, you know. I really enjoyed it, and I've been getting much better, you know. I've been really enjoying the journey, you know. And today for the 500th video, I wanted to do something very peculiar, something very special that I have never done on this channel. This is definitely going to be the craziest video ever, because today I'm going to be interviewing myself. Say hello, myself. Hey, what's up? Hi, everyone. That's right, guys. Today I'm here with Chazzy. You know, I'm Chazzy here with Chazzy. You know, it's gonna be very interesting. And dude, you look really freaking good. Actually, you're looking really fancy. You know, why go so all out? Well, you know, it's a nice little professional interview. You know, I've rarely had this opportunity in my life, so I wanted to kind of you know, just dress up a little bit. You know, I wanted to look nice for the camera. You know, it's. Okay, well, I mean, look, man, it's gotta be you to tell yourself that you look like a fruit cup. Says the guy who's wearing a green hoodie. Okay, touche. Touche. Okay, I guess I can give you that one. But anyway, so here's how it's gonna work, guys. I'm going to be giving Chazzy here a few questions to answer, you know, and it's gonna be really interesting because I have separated some 10 very interesting questions that I think are gonna be, you know, really cool to get into. Some really different topics here, you know, that are going to be more about the history that we both have shared here on YouTube. You know, I think it's gonna be nice. How does that sound to you? Is that okay? Yeah, sure, man. Let's do it. Okay, well then let's get started, I guess. Okay, I got them here on my tablet, my hand and dandy tablet, you know. One of the best purchases I have ever made in my life because this thing is freaking awesome. Okay, so the first one, let's get the obvious one out of the way, right? How does it feel to have made it this far here on YouTube? Ooh, well, it's pretty crazy, you know, and to be honest, it's more daunting than, you know, fulfilling, you know, because I mean, the further I go, you know, the further I get, the more videos I produce, you know. It seems like the wider my audience gets, you know, so it's a mixture of good and bad, you know. I feel good, I feel proud of myself, you know, but I also feel kind of scared sometimes because at any moment this whole thing can just blow up, you know, and then there's gonna be even more pressure to put videos out. But in general, I guess I'd say I feel good. I feel good, you know. I look back on my own journey, you know, with myself, and it's just it's been a wild ride, dude. Nice. And well, clearly you like it because, I mean, you've been doing it for this long, so I can imagine that the least you do is love it, right? Oh yeah, totally. I cannot get enough of doing YouTube, you know, and I say that in the humblest way possible, you know, because it gives me something to do at home, you know. Like I live by myself, I have a job, I have chores, you know, things to take care of and bills to pay, but I also like doing this parallelly, you know, because it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something more, you know, like I'm entertaining some people, like in a way that I can, that's accessible to me, you know. So yes, even though there are some challenges, I do love it so much, man, and I could easily see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Okay, yeah, I can totally relate to that. I mean, I kind of know what it's about, you know. It's kind of, this is really weird. This is really weird, man. I hope this video comes out okay because, man, this is freaking weird. Yeah, I'm with you on that all the way, buddy. I totally agree, but hey, it was your idea, so. Okay, but so let's get into the second one now, okay? So what made you get into YouTube in the first place? Well, it all did start with Smosh. You know, Smosh is the YouTube channel that most inspired me and got me into the idea of creating content myself, you know, and I've watched them on and off for many different years, you know, and then there was a resurgence in 2015, I believe, and that was when I started like binge watching all of their videos, you know, the old ones and the more current ones, and the following year, it was like a few months later, we were in 2016 already, and Donald Trump became president of the United States, and it was like, you know, I was seething in my head the idea of creating content in a certain place where I can get my opinions out, you know, and because I had consumed so much Smosh and a few other content creators, it felt like, okay, well, maybe I can do it here, you know, maybe this is how I can create content and put it out there for people to see, you know, and I already had a YouTube channel that I used to consume content since 2013, and I thought, well, why don't I just start making my own stuff here, you know? And then my first video was about Trump, and it was basically like, I have time, you know, right now at least I'm unemployed, so I definitely have the time to use also my knowledge, you know, from studying informatics, Photoshop. So I was just like, you know what, I'm doing nothing, so let's just get right into this here and see what happens, you know? Okay, so like basically it was just like you had nothing else to do and you just one day turned on the camera and it's like, whoa, let's just, I don't know, try something at random. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, yeah, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Yeah, it's quite something, it's quite something. No, YouTube, usually people who start are just like, they just randomly do it, you know, it doesn't really make sense until you're actually doing it. But anyway, so third question, in your opinion, what's been your favorite part of your journey up until now? Oh, that's easy, the feedback, you know, entertaining people and getting their positive feedback, you know, and like people saying that they enjoy what I do, the content that I put out, and how sometimes it makes their day, you know, makes them feel a little better. So being able to entertain people, you know, be it on a smaller or large scale has always meant something to me, you know. So I would definitely say my favorite part is when I get feedback, you know. I mean, there is always negative feedback also, but getting positive feedback from people who watch my stuff and actually like what I do, that to me is just, you know, it's incomparable, man. Okay, well, that actually brings up an interesting point because your audience is actually small, you know, very few people watch your videos, you know, and a few interactions, and even though it's very minimal, it still makes you feel good. Yeah, totally, because like I said, entertaining any number of people it makes me feel really good, you know. It means a lot to me whenever I can put a smile on someone's face, you know. So, I mean, and I'd love to be an actor one day for this sole reason, you know, to try to entertain people on a much larger scale. So, and every YouTuber starts off with a small audience, you know. Everybody starts, well, except for Smosh, like, they started out because they were the very first creators on the platform, so they already had a very large audience from the get-go, you know, a lot of people accessing YouTube in the beginning. But when you're starting out on YouTube, normally you do have a small audience and you have to slowly work towards building it, you know. So yes, it does make me feel good anyway, even though I still have a small group of people watching. Well, not really small, like I have over 1,000 subscribers, you know, but my view counts usually are low, but you know, those low ones come with interactions, you know, so I really like it. Okay, so at the end of the day, basically just entertaining people is what it's all about, right? I mean, it's you did mention at one point that you wanted to be an actor. Your biggest dream is to be an actor. Is it for the same reason? Yes, yeah, pretty much the same. You know, a different. There are a few other factors involved. You know, like being a successful actor in Hollywood, you're pretty much set for life. You know, so I'd be able to take care of myself, my family. You know, but it is more about the entertainment. You know, and also trying to kind of. It's an opportunity for you to travel and see the world and become different people, the characters that you portray, you know. So to me, it's very, very interesting also, and I love watching movies, you know. I review movies on my channel, so it's very interesting to think about the possibility of one day being in them, you know, like starring in a movie, you know, in any capacity. I just think would be really awesome, you know, and I would love to be involved more in that world, you know, and also try to spread messages to people, you know, and entertain them in a way that I am also entertained by the actors who I admire, you know. So yeah, that and a few other reasons is why I would love to be an actor. Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. It's a nice little point to make there. Oh, well, thank you for that. I'm really glad that you see it my way, and thank you for what? The positive feedback. Okay, so I've got another one now that I think is going to be really interesting for the people who are watching. This whole YouTube thing, everything that you do here on this channel, you know, does it get easier or harder as time goes on? Oof, I'd probably say both. You know, both, because certain things do get easier while others also get a little harder, you know. So there's always a very perfect balance, you know, with both of them, you know, because like when I was starting out, everything was hard, you know. I used to do things the easy way, you know, and I would always take shortcuts, and today I actually put in a lot more work into my videos, you know, a lot more effort, and sometimes I record them in bulk and upload them in bulk, and it does become easier, the whole process, because I know what to do now, you know. I know how to do the vlogs and the gameplays and editing. I've been using the same editor for many years. So it does become easier in this department. However, because I'm a perfectionist and I'm always pushing myself to get better and better on the platform, it does slowly start to get a little harder as well. You know, so that's what I said about the balance. You know, one of the things that's hard is dealing with the dogs that are barking outside. You know, so there's always a balance, you know. Some things get easier, but some things get harder, you know. And as I expand more and more and do different kinds of content and edit my videos differently, you know, then it does become harder. Sometimes I gotta put in a lot of research into things, you know, but I think I've gotten a pretty good handle on things right now. Okay, nice. So there's a very decent balance, you would say, you know. There's a balance between the hard and the easy, is what you're trying to say. Yep, that's exactly it. You know, there's a perfect balance right there down the middle, you know, but at the end of the day, they balance each other out, you know, so I never feel like it's too hard or too easy, you know. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, no, I guess I can relate to that. I mean, I should relate to it, you know. I'm kind of in the same mindset. And speaking of hard, what would you say is the biggest challenge, you know, having a YouTube channel in any capacity? Okay, I do have an answer for that, but it's very personal. It's a little opinionated because I'm a perfectionist and I like my videos to come out as perfect as possible, or what I define to be as perfect as possible. So I think that the hardest thing to deal with is my own perfectionism. You know, it's like sometimes a video will come out a certain way, and you know, sometimes everybody will like it. They're going to comment on it, you know, but I, for some reason, will not enjoy it fully, you know, and it really affects me a lot because of my self-esteem, you know. And I'm talking about my self-esteem on YouTube, not as a person, you know. Like sometimes a video won't come out the way that I want it to. Sometimes it's just one small little thing, like in the middle of the video that nobody notices, you know, but I notice. So I think that like dealing with myself is tough, you know, because I have another channel that I record a video with a friend of mine, and it's even harder because we have different mindsets, you know, we have completely different opinions, and it's why I love my own channel, because I get to do things my own way. But even though I'm by myself, there is a lot of pressure on myself, you know, so I would probably say the biggest challenge is dealing with myself, you know. It's trying to please myself before pleasing the audience out there, you know. So yeah, it's been getting a little better. I've been trying to be a little less hard on myself, but it's at the end of the day, it's really freaking hard, man. Okay, but like, despite all of that, like, would you say you enjoy the editing process? You did mention something about editing, but like, would you say that it's like the part where you most can be creative, let's say, or? Actually, I don't remember mentioning anything about editing, did I? But regardless, yes, I would say that it is where I can most like release my inner creativity, you know, because I actually really enjoy editing. Some people don't like it because they think it's where it's the hardest amount of work, but I honestly think that recording is even harder. I think that would be the hardest part there, but I actually do like editing because it gives me a chance to piece together the video exactly the way that I want it to look like, you know, so it's really satisfactory at the end of the day, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's my favorite part, you know, so it is tough, you know, just especially when I'm doing long videos, you know, with a lot of photos and clips and stuff, you know, and a lot of texts, but yeah, I like it, man. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, well, now let's talk about your sex life. What? Okay, so here's the thing. I noticed across your channel that you actually do very few collabs, you know, very few people come on to collaborate with you in your videos, and that's actually been the way for a few years now. And is it just because you're antisocial or something, or, you know, you don't like people, or I don't know, what's going on with you, man? Hey, come on, man. Let's address one thing here. I am a social butterfly, all right? I'm the most sociable person you'll ever meet, you bastard. But no, actually, there is a certain reason why I'm trying to avoid it, and it's mostly due to not exactly copyright, but imaging rights, you know, because, for example, you might record a video with a friend one day, you know, or somebody else, and then you just stop being friends, and then later it's kind of awkward to have the video still there with them, and it might lead to, you know, them requesting that you remove the video. You know, it has happened before in the past. And it's one of the reasons why I've never recorded a video with an ex-girlfriend, you know. I was dating a girl at one point while I still had the channel, and it actually, like, we were kind of talking about maybe doing some challenges, you know, some makeup videos here and there, you know, those old boyfriend-girlfriend challenges, you know, those tags. But the problem with that is that it's a good idea at the time, but then if you break up, like, you're still gonna have the videos there of your ex, you know. Obviously, it's different when you're a public figure, when you make money with YouTube, when you're already famous, you know. And then it's like there's money involved. But when you're down here where I am, you know, it's kind of a risk, you know, because you can get sued very easily and quickly. So I would personally just prefer not to risk it, you know. And I have friends who like coming onto my channel, but well, because my channel is directed to an English-oriented audience, I prefer to have English speakers coming on, you know. But you know, it's just weird, you know. I don't know. I guess I've gotten so used to having just doing me by myself, you know, that it's just gotten easier. Okay, well, yeah, that's a good point, but like if your channel was monetized, you know, like if you made money with it, don't you think that people would be a little more understanding, you know? I mean, like, don't you think there would be a few exceptions here and there? Well, yes, like I said, if the channel did make money and was big, you know, I think that there wouldn't be all of this drama, you know. I think that people would have to make exceptions because, I mean, you know, we're talking about the livelihoods of certain people, you know. And like, you can't just delete an old YouTube video just because your ex was in it, you know, because you still get views, right? You can still make money with that video. And I can imagine that if you're not dating, or even if you are dating, you should share some of the ad revenue with your partner. So but I think it's more like if you break up with somebody and they're still on your channel to some degree, like you probably can just bribe them, you know, just like, look, I'll give you half of the ad revenue if you just shut the hell up, you know, and leave the video there. So it's all good, you know. If something bothers you on YouTube, just don't watch it, man. It's really that easy. Okay, all right. I guess no, that makes sense actually. That actually makes sense. I can totally agree with that. Okay, so let's keep going then. Now, here's the thing. Is there anything that you dislike or even just outright hate, you know, about doing YouTube? Probably the fact that it takes so long for you to get somewhere. You know, it just takes really long for you to expand and grow, you know. And also they are the YouTube community, it can be a very toxic place, you know, because we're out here just creating content, trying to entertain people, and some of them just are very ungrateful, you know, to say the least. And some people are very demanding. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, and sometimes you can put so much effort into a video and it comes out really good in your opinion, but for some reason nobody seems to like it, you know, nobody appreciates it the way that it is, you know, and it's a little frustrating, you know. And I've gotten a lot of negative feedback over the years, but I've also gotten positive feedback, so you know, it's all about balancing it out, you know. There's always got to be a certain balance, and when you find that balance, it feels good. But hate, I don't think I hate anything, because if I hated anything about YouTube, I don't think I would have still been doing it after 5 years, you know. And my own perfectionism kind of irritates me sometimes, so that's also a contributing factor, I would say. But other than that, no, I'm good. I love this thing. Wow, this is very interesting, unpopular opinions there, you know. It's all good. But still, I mean, I guess I'm a little curious though, like, why exactly do you hate that last one? My perfectionism, you mean? Well, it's like I said earlier, right? It's just, it kind of hinders me a little bit sometimes, you know? It's good to be perfectionist, you know, the way that I do it, but at the same time, it can be very, very aggravating because it's very taxing, you know, and I stress myself out so much when I want to put something out, you know, and sometimes I want to do 2 videos per day and there's no time, I can only do 1, you know. Sometimes I want to edit a bunch of videos in bulk, but I can only get 1 or 2, so I don't know, sometimes I'm very, like, sometimes a thumbnail just doesn't come out the way that I want it to, so many small details, but like, I'm learning to control that a little bit better, you know. I'm learning to kind of, I'm just learning, man. I'm learning to be a little more patient with myself, you know, which I think is the most important factor here, you know. So, yeah. Okay. No, it's okay, dude. Just chill. Okay, I totally got you. I got your point. It's all good. So let's keep going then. Now, tell me about your spin-off channels. You have 2 now, right? Yes, I have two other channels aside from this one. Both of them are fairly recent. One of them is a spin-off with the same moniker. It's called Chazzy and Faye, which is I record videos with a friend of mine, but it's in Portuguese, you know, so I'm trying to appeal to my native audience here in Brazil, you know, and I've always wanted to prioritize English here on this channel because it's just the way that I feel more comfortable, you know, but now I think it's more about like trying to finally connect with a more native audience, you know, here. So that's one of the reasons that I decided to make that decision. And we do the same kinds of content that I do here, but there are a few differences. So, but you can kind of tell that there are parallels between both channels. And recently I did a new one called App Road, which is also in Portuguese, and it's just me by myself, but I'm working with a team behind me, a research team, to bring to give tips and information to drivers in driving apps like Uber, 99, Lyft, you know, freaking motorcycle bastard outside. Damn it, I'm getting drivers for apps like Uber, Lyft, and 99. You know, it's a channel where I can try to give tips on how they can be better in what they do, you know. So yeah, and it's been crazy administering all of these channels. God, I'm so tired. Jeez, man, like how do you have the time and the patience to administer so many channels? Like, you're the one who records all the videos and everything, right? The thumbnails and whatnot. Well, because I love doing it, you know, I love YouTube, you know, I really like doing it and creating different kinds of content with different aesthetics, you know, and hopefully one day at least one of these damn channels will blow up already, because can't take it anymore, man. You know, I want to try to make a little bit of cash on the side here. So, well, time, sometimes there are a few time crunches, you know, because I do have two jobs. So I gotta try to be patient and do the videos whenever I can, but it is hard. That's why I take breaks. Like I'm gonna be taking a break from this one after the 500th, you know, and the third channel, like I don't do uploads very frequently. I do 2 videos a week, so there's never too much of a rush, and they're short videos, you know. Usually they're around like 1, 2, or 3 minutes tops, so makes it a little bit easier. Ah, okay, yeah, I can totally get behind that too. It's all good, man. I totally I support you all the way, man. You know, I hope you support me too. So anyway, what would you define as your ultimate goal here on this platform, being that you've expanded so much recently? Well, that would be to keep expanding. That would definitely be my goal. But nah, for real. The ultimate goal, I could say, is to well, finally reach a status where I can have monetization and AdSense, and also a very big public audience, you know, a big following, so I can use all of that. I can use all of that influence to help other people, you know. And I really admire creators like Markiplier who do charity live streams every now and again. You know, it's really cool because he actually is actively trying to help people in his own way, however he can. And I would love to be able to do that like once a month or something, or maybe once a week, you know, something related to charity, so I can try to help the people that need it, you know. Especially here in my country where the government just doesn't care about us at all, you know. So I think it would be nice to have this means of helping, you know, this means of being able to reach out so effectively and also entertain people at the same time. So that's what I most want, you know. That is my ultimate goal here on YouTube, to just keep expanding more and more, and then eventually being able to be in a position where I can give back to what the community has given me, you know, which is all of the exposure. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that there's a very clear and present plan, right? There is the intention of continuing. You want to keep recording videos for a long time, right? You don't feel like you're going to be stopping anytime soon? Oh, definitely not. I will definitely not be stopping, man. I mean, I've taken breaks in the past, you know, where I've just felt insecure about the content that I've been creating, you know, but I think like upwards of my 200th video or so, I think from the 200th onward, more or less, I started to create content consistently, you know, and I started to really like it much more than before, you know. And there was from the 300th onward, there was kind of like a pattern, you know. I had my own little intros, you know, a whole different kind of format, and from then on it's been a constant, just you know, daily uploads every single day, you know, multiple uploads over the weekend, and then you know, take a little break once I hit 100 and do the same thing again. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be stopping, you know. Once I get to 1,000 videos, if I can manage that, if there are going to be enough ideas for that, then maybe, just maybe, I don't know. If I haven't made it until then I don't know. It might be time to look for something else. But until then, I've got plenty of ideas. So, and I've got time to do it. So, and the resources, you know. So why not just keep going? Okay, nice, nice, dude, nice, very admirable, right? Really admirable, right, guys? I like this guy. I like this dude right here. Okay, so now the last one, which I think might be the heaviest one, or not, because we've had quite a few tense ones before, but where do you see yourself 5 years from now, specifically here on YouTube? Hopefully still doing it, but I don't know where life is gonna take me. But wherever I am in the world, whatever I'm doing, you know, whoever I'm involved with, hopefully I can still be able to create content here on this platform, you know, to some degree. And you know, hopefully by then I'll be much further than I am now. That's the main objective. It always has been. So I think that well, yeah, I mean, I can only hope, right? 5 years is a long time, man. You know, I'll be like close to my mid-30s by then. So, yeah, it's a very heavy question. It really is heavy because if I'm still creating content in 5 years and my audience is still very small, you know, I haven't gotten anywhere, then yeah, I mean, clearly there will be a lack of motivation there because I'll have been doing this for 10 years, you know, but you never know just what will happen, you know. It might just be, you know, something could happen along the way that could make me really expand and finally grow the concept here. So yeah, I just wanna, I don't know, man, I don't know, I just, like I said, I hope I'm still doing it, and if I'm not, well, hopefully I will have been able to have left something behind, you know? Okay, well, hopefully we'll be together on this journey, huh? Hopefully we'll be there to take each other, you know, by our hands and do the thing, man. Gonna do the thing with the stuff there, you know. I'm losing my train of thought already. But, wow, dude, well, thanks, you know, thanks for answering the questions. I think that was really fun, you know? What about you? Are you kidding me? That was awesome. This is freaking amazing, you know? Best experience I've ever had on this channel, no doubt. Okay, cool, I'm glad to hear it. Now, anyway, guys, well, as always, I'm pretty sure you guys know the deal at this point. If you happen to like this video, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel, or our channel, right? Because we release videos literally every single day, sometimes one, sometimes two. And also, hit the notification bell to know exactly what time of the day they're going to be coming out. However, one little thing here, a little disclaimer at the end. This is my 500th video, so I'm going to be taking a little break, as always, just to get my bearings, you know, and also come up with new content for you guys, you know, to put in some research, you know, here and there, all that kind of stuff. And you know, just also take a breather. I need a little mini vacation, you know. I want to take the time to thank you guys. Both of us want to thank you for being here, you know, for helping us get to 500, because it's been really crazy. It's been really freaking crazy, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey, man. I'm really exhausted, I'm tired, you know, and sometimes I feel like I'm running out of ideas for this channel, but you guys keep me going with your feedback, okay? So that's it. And anything else you want to say, buddy? No, not really, except just thank you for having me. You know, it's really interesting, me having myself. That sounded wrong, but yeah, it's been a blast. You know, I really enjoyed it, and you know, I have no idea what's gonna go down for the 600th video, however long that takes. But this one hopefully will be remembered for a long time here on this channel. So hopefully you guys like and subscribe, because oh, should really be worth it at this point. Literally couldn't have put it better myself if I tried, huh? But anyways, so that's it, guys, okay? Thank you so much for being here, and that's it for now, okay? I will be back soon, I promise, sooner than you think, and before you know it, I'm going to be doing a lot of different things here, experimenting with different formats, and I hope you guys enjoy all of it, okay? This is Chazzy, and this is Chazzy. Both of us signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.